The amount of pressure you put on yourself to be perfect is hindering you from the growth, hindering you from the potential you know that dwells deep within inside of you. It is the mere reason why you are feeling stuck. The idea you have about starting when you feel ready, the idea you have about the perfect scenario, that ideal place of like when I have my setup looking like this, or when I'm at this stage in life, I'll do this, or I just need to have X, Y, and Z together, and I'll be able to start school, I'll be able to start that thing, I'll be able to start fill in the blank. It is that mindset that will keep you in a loop. It is that very thinking that cripples to your ability to have confidence in yourself, to even start. Over the years, I have started, stopped, took a long time away from my dreams and from my goals out of the notion of, well, I just need more time. I'm not ready yet. And in doing that, I have sat with so much guilt because of this idea I'm painting for myself that I'm not ready, that where I am today is not worthy enough to show up and to do the thing that I feel called to do. I'm not worthy enough to create. I'm not worthy enough to try. Which, when it's said like that, it's like, damn, like you can't even step out and try. Like it feels that scary. It feels that impossible. You feel that incapable, even if where you aspire to be is some grandiose version of yourself. Whatever idea you paint of yourself, that version is birthed from right now. That version of you is birthed from a choice you make right now. And I've been in a season of taking a step back from many of the things that actually bring me joy, like creating. I love making content. And my whole plight about it is, well, I don't want to make content if I'm not in the headspace, or if I feel like I'm not in a season of life to pour gems out into the world. What the fuck? There's always a season that I am learning. There's always a time in my life where I am reflecting and growing. Even when I feel unworthy, even when I feel like a fraud. Yet I will not show up. I will tell myself, nope, I need more time. I need to have things very perfect. I need things to look a certain way. I need to feel a certain way. And then I realize months go by. And damn if years don't too, in a season of thinking I'm not ready, or thinking this is not the time to do it. And how crippling is that, to feel like you're never ready, you're never good enough. There's always something more to perfect. The goalpost is always moving, always. And even in me creating this video, I saw that mindset, I saw that narrative play out in real time of how long it took me to hit record. That was the trigger. Me having an idea for a video that I wanted to create because mm, just waking up and going to my 9 to 5 and then to the gym and then to bed and up and doing the same thing has been ghetto. Very ghetto. Let's just call a spade a spade. Like, to this adulting thing, don't recommend it. You know what I mean? Especially if you are censoring yourself, especially if you are choosing to bet on how you feel when you have a routine that doesn't even help to cultivate the positive feelings that you think you need to do the things that would bring the positive feelings. I hope y'all catching what I'm putting down because for me, them feelings ain't come. Haven't come yet. In fact, in this very moment, to even get to this point, it felt like pulling teeth. It felt like, well, what the fuck? What am I gonna say? Okay, if I say it, is it gonna even matter? Why is everything that feels deeply connected to us, deeply connected to whether it's purpose or just a deep feeling of, wow, I would really love to do that. Why is it always paired with narratives that tell us, does it matter? Is it real? Is it necessary? Are you ready? Will it be good? Do you have everything you need? Because I know you have a setup, but don't you need more? And it's crippling, it's debilitating, and it erodes your confidence. It erodes the your resilience to bounce back. Because if it takes all that to even start, and let's say you do start, let's say you do the thing, but knowing it took all of that, do you really think you're going to opt to do it again? Do you really think you're going to choose to put in the effort again? And if you don't believe me, just think about all the times you started and then stopped. And then reflecting on the last time you stopped, have you bounced back yet? Have you restarted? Have you found new ways to implement the routine or the habits that do excite you when you romanticize it, that do excite you when you think about how they can improve your life, yet the action of it, the doing of it, you you rather romanticize it. You rather manifest it in your mind as opposed to actually taking the real action it would take to cultivate it. The trigger is knowing when that narrative is at play. When you have told yourself, hey, tomorrow morning, I'm going to start that new habit because I believe it will bring me peace of mind. It will help me to feel more clear in my day. It Going to the gym will help me to feel better in my body. I'm still young. I want to feel young. So going to making sure I'm stretching each day when I wake up will help me to feel limber in my body. Simple habits. I'm talking about practical habits that they sound beautiful. They sound fantastic. And when you imagine yourself, you probably get all giddy, yet when actually doing the work and continuously doing the work, somewhere along the line there's narratives that get in the way. These are the triggers because we know that from our past we start and then we stop. And it's this narrative of perfection that each day we have to choose to let go and release. In my journey of releasing perfection, I have noticed that that narrative is strong as fuck. Like she don't play, okay? I am such a stickler for details. I am so meticulous in the way I will think out a game plan, yet I have gotten stuck in that cycle where I've gotten stuck in that cycle so many times. The shame and the guilt of how many times I've started and stopped is up to my fucking eyebrows at this point, that it's clear as day, as if it wasn't before, but it's clear as day that the only way to break that cycle is action. And here I am at a place in my life where I am so exhausted from starting and stopping that the action I take, no longer do I give a fuck if it's perfect. I don't care. I don't care that I don't have the whole thing set up. I don't care that I don't have the whole thing laid out bit by bit, exhibit A to exhibit Z, and then details in between. I don't care. What matters most to me is showing the fuck up and doing the thing I said, because I'm sick of letting myself down. And if perfection is the thing that's been getting on my way, then perfection is out the fucking door. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotten to the point of, what is perfectionism killing in your life? What is it suffocating? Perfectionism suffocates creativity. It tells creativity that it can't show up. It has no place here. It has no room here, because if it's not perfect, why the fuck are you doing it? And perfectionism is that gritty. You know what I mean? Like, at least I know mine is. I if I'm not making fucking Picasso drawings, what am I even drawing for? What am I creating art for? I need to be Picasso. Yet I've never practiced to be Picasso. Make it make sense. Cause what the fuck are we talking about? I'm irritated. And I am leaving this here as receipts also for myself. And I pray that it resonates with somebody, because you and I both need to be called out. And in a way that shakes up the cycle, in a way that says, get the fuck out of your head. And who cares if it's not perfect? You will never progress. You will never get better. You will never improve if you don't start. You will never see yourself as that version of you that you imagine, who has pristine work ethic, who is flourishing, whether it's career or with their body, with their health, with their relationships, whatever goals you have. You will never see yourself at that version, at that level, if you don't even say yes to the time and opportunity you have in right now. Right now, the power, the present of right now is the most valuable thing that you have access to. You not believing in yourself enough to even try is a disservice. You not allowing yourself to try because you think you will fail is eroding your confidence. And that's why each time you don't try, because you thinking you have to be some version other than who you are at that very moment is telling your subconscious that, what the fuck, you're not worthy, you're not capable, you're not ready. Even if you're not saying it, you just opting to not says it. Put down that narrative that you need to be perfect, that the circumstance needs to be perfect. It is not true. It is a lie. It is ego. It is a past narrative that kept you safe, that kept you in your comfort zone. But if you are watching this video, it's because you are tired of feeling stuck. It's because you know that you are keeping yourself limited, that all the things that you want to do but don't is because you tell yourself you can't. And as simplistic as that sounds, you still don't, and this is the fucking kicker. As simplistic as that sound, you still don't believe that taking a small action, no matter how small, is enough to move forward. And to add on to that, you don't believe that taking small actions day after day is enough to get you where you see yourself being. So you take no action, you take no small steps. Yet yet that feels right. Yet that feels safe. I'm here to tell you again, stop stop believing your ego. Your ego does not trust the universe. It does not trust that you can surpass where you have been. It keeps you limited. Stop believing that you are still the same version of you who needed those narratives. You don't. And you want to know how I know you don't? Again, if you are feeling fucking fed up, I mean, if you're feeling fucking irate, you hear me? Y'all gonna get me cussing. Y'all gonna find out I'm a pirate. If you're feeling irritated and through of being stuck because you want some shit to be perfect and yet you don't do nothing, you don't show up, you don't do the fucking thing. You don't do the thing. You don't even like you don't even try. You don't even try. How are you going to be this perfect version of yourself, whatever the fuck that means, if you don't even show up? You don't even put it out. You don't even do the thing that you think you would be great at. You don't even show up. I'm confused. I hope you are too, because if you are, great. If you're confused, curiosity is going to help to get you through. It's going to say, what the fuck do we need to do different so that we are not still in the same space? We're not still in the same cycle. I'm exhausted. I'm so fed up. It's boring. It's boring to be in my comfort zone. And again, I hope you feel the same way too, because then the action step is, what is the small step? How can we, what is the action? And I want to be very clear on that. It's not what video can I watch, what thing can I learn, what can I, no. No. What action am I taking right now to show myself, to show proof to myself that I believe in my heart's desires, that I believe in the thing that I want to take action on. We are not only here to romanticize our life. We are not only here to be dreamers. We are also here to live, to experience, to be. And if you are missing that very vital aspect of being, you're going to feel, dare I say, sometimes hopeless. You're going to feel limited. You're going to feel unfulfilled because you're not being. You're missing the very aspect of being a human in this lifetime is to be. So I invite you to respect your energy and to respect your energy so much that if you give thought to something, you give action to it as well. You don't just wait for the perfect time. You don't wait for the perfect circumstance. You don't fucking wait till you're some polished version of yourself. What the fuck does that even mean? How are you going to be polished if you don't show up? How are you going to excel? How are you going to be better? How are you going to improve if you don't even do the thing? Because you feel it's not time. You feel you're not ready. Get the fuck out of your feelings. And I say that with so much love. Like, to know me is to know I'm all about feelings. Baby, not to make it about astrology, but I'm going to make it about astrology. I'm a Scorpio, baby, very watery over here. Very deep, empathic, very much deep waters over here. I'm all about feelings. Don't drown. Don't drown in your own shit. Don't drown in your own thoughts because you're so busy strategizing. And that feels productive, right? That feels like, oh, I'm doing something. I'm strategizing, I'm plotting, I'm planning, and that's beautiful. And it's a strong skill to have. But if you don't pair it with action, what good is it? You're doing yourself a disservice and you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel suspended in the air. You're going to feel like you're not moving forward. You're going to feel like you're always in the same spot. You're going to get somewhere a little bit and then you're right back to where you started. So pair that beautiful skill of being a strategizer, a thinker, a problem solver, but actually apply it, actually integrate it, actually do something with it. Don't keep it up here or in your body. That's why you anxious. That's why you stress. That's why you find yourself in similar situations and experiences, whether it's jobs, relationships, but because you're not being. You're missing a vital aspect of the equation, which is releasing perfectionism, releasing this idea that things have to look, be, feel a certain way because they don't. In fact, studies show that, and this is a tidbit about motivation to even be or become, it comes after doing. It doesn't come before. You don't get all geared up and excitable before. And perhaps you do. Maybe you do down the line, but at the start, you don't. At the start, it feels fucking crummy. It feels like, what the fuck am I doing? And is this worth it? And damn, all of these steps have to be done to get, yeah, it's going to feel like shit. It takes work. That's going to separate you from who you were and who you're becoming. Is the actual doing, is the work. So respect your energy more going forward. Respect your strategy by actually implementing it. Believe in yourself so fucking much that if you say, man, I think I could do it. I don't talk about it. Don't keep who that it don't even matter. It don't even matter unless you integrating it. It don't even what is it if you're not being it? And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be anything but you doing and to continue to do and to continue to be until you find yourself in this version of you who has done so many reps that the confidence is Ben came at the second and third time you've done it because you've proven yourself you'll keep going. But now you are polished. Now you are someone who is a vet in the game in whatever aspect. But you have to show up. Respect your energy. You love yourself by being. You love yourself by saying, hey, if I'm going to give thought to it, I respect myself enough to put action to it too. I pray that this is a message that you receive with love to know that it is healthy. It is so healthy to call yourself out and to call out your own bullshit and to actually do something about it, not to get in your feelings about, damn, I'm a fraud, I'm not doing the thing. You could say all those things and damn it, it may even be right, but it's not anything to soak in. It's not anything to get lost in, because if you're alive, if you have breath, if there's a new day that you're experiencing, you can take a small action and stop playing about that, and stop thinking it has to be grand, because that thinking again will cripple your confidence, it will cripple your resilience. You'll feel stuck and you'll stay stuck, and that's period. I love you. I pray that you love yourself even more and continue to choose you and be big about it, be bold about it. All right, bye.